Hey, Doug, I'm still here for Doc Sports, and I'm back for Saturday, August the 27th, with more free play action for you, and see if we can get you some more winners. Okay, things have been going, as you know, extremely well, so we'll see if we can deliver yet again. Looking at some college football action on Saturday, and I can tell you that I have a four-pack. Now, that includes two college games, okay, and that includes a best bet, by the way, along with two NFL preseason games on Saturday. So you can check them all out and see if that's something that you want to do. Coming off 2 years in which I'm up $8,175, I believe is what the total is. So doing extremely well there, along with 4 out of the last 5 years had winning years in football. So we'll see if we can make that and continue that going forward. So that should be good stuff, and see if we can get you the delivered on that one. Otherwise, if you just want one play, well, I have a 5 unit best bet going today or on Saturday in college football. Okay, so check that out as well. All available at the Doug Upthorne page at Doc Sports. And if you've never been Doc Sports, well, you can sign up for $60 worth of free picks. You certainly can. So take advantage of that. All right, let's get today's free play. I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to explain something at the end. Okay, so just kind of a heads up for you. All right. So New Mexico State is hosting Nevada. Now, Nevada lost 45 players, 45 from last year's roster for a variety of reasons. Most importantly, that their former coach, Jay Norvell, wanted to raise and didn't get it. And so he took his talents to Colorado State. Okay. And he took along the way some of the players that he had at Nevada. And so that really changed things. So that's a huge deal for Ken Wilson, their new coach, to have to replace all these individuals, all these players. They still got, I hate to say they have more talent still than New Mexico State, especially at skill positions. So that's a plus. But he's got his hands full trying to get a buy-in from all these guys. So that's not going to be an easy task on this one. Now, I would have thought that Doug Martin had a lifetime, let's say, opportunity to coach at New Mexico State as long as he wanted to when he took him to a bowl game in 2017. But guess what? Didn't happen. So he's out. Okay. And the reason I should say that reason I thought taking a bowl game, because the last bowl game they went to was 1959. So, but that's not the case. So they got a new coach, and they got a good one at New Mexico State, Jerry Kill. And that, if that name sounds familiar, well, he was the coach at Northern Illinois and Minnesota, turned those programs around and been very successful. Now, had some health issues. Now, I don't think that the situation is going to be as difficult in terms of expectations in Las Cruces, in this case, because New Mexico State has long been a doormat in college football, and they're going to go to Conference USA next year. Not the Conference USA, that it's not a very good conference to begin with. It's going to be weaker next year when they enter. But hey, that's just kind of the way that goes from that standpoint. On that, I like Jerry Kill as a coach. I think he'll rally the program. Okay. I think there's a lot of good things that he'll bring to the program. I'm not sure they're going to win a ton of games, but he's a very good coach. Okay. So I like what he'll bring to the table there. And that's one of the reasons I thought this was going to be a good play. Because when I originally looked at this line, and the lines have varied, I have a friend of mine that mostly you've seen anywhere from 12.5 to, I believe it was 14. I had a friend of mine that way early when this game was released, he took New Mexico State at plus 16. And when I wrote this up and it's going to present it as a free play, because it was almost a regular play, but because it dropped below 10 down to 9, I made it a free play. It had lost so much value to me that I just couldn't do it anything other than as a free play. Well, as I do this video, I'm doing this video Friday afternoon, and doing it now, it's down to 8. Okay. So I'm making this, I'm just going to say this is a lean. Okay. At this point at 8, if you can get, hopefully it does, if it goes back to 8, okay. I mean, it's an official free play, but it's an official free play at 9. So I just want everybody to know that that was my intent when I originally wrote wrote up the whole description about the game or the preview of the game and everything that went along with it. I would have never imagined it would fall to 8. I wasn't even crazy about 9. I'll be honest with you, of the different games on the board, but I still thought 9 was possible from this standpoint. 8. Getting into some different territory there. So I just want to be 100% though transparent with you on this one. It's like every free play I give you, it's your call, not mine. Okay, I'm making my call on it at +9. If it's +8, that's up to you. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do. I will say no, I'm just going to leave it there. It's your call. It's up to you. So take it from there. All right. So just when it's a real weird situation for this to occur, and all these circumstances. And I'll be honest with you, there isn't the other two plays that I have. That's what I like. Okay, in college football. So if I had another one that I really thought that was equal to this, that I thought was a good play, I would give it to you. I don't see it that way. So we'll just leave it at that. So from that, if that offends anybody, I apologize. Hey, you know what? I want to provide the best I can, and this is the best thing that I think that's out there. And I'd rather give you on a Saturdays a football play than give you a baseball play, especially now that we're into this time of year. So that's what I have. Okay, for that, and then the West Coast. Oh, so quick recap. Sorry, the 5 unit best bet going on an individual play or otherwise a 4 pack. Okay, you can pick up at the Ducks page at Docs. West Coast Wise guys, they are on Northwestern to for that early start in the early start, relatively speaking, early start if you're on the West Coast, but early start against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So there you have it. So that's everything for today. Free plays. The next free play is Sunday, excuse me, which will be at the Doug Upstone page. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, when I say almost there, we're going to be transitioning to we'll be off on Mondays instead of Sundays. So that's coming up real quick here. So with the start of the NFL season. So just to give you a heads up on that. So Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Okay, sorry to rattle on about that, but I feel compelled to be honest with you. So until next time, have a great rest of your weekend. I'm out.